Baron Productions presents Zorro, The Curse of Capistrano by Johnston McCulley. Part 1. Pedro the Boaster. In the hot, busy town of Reina de Los Angeles, many figures went about their business, buying and selling from the street merchants, pushing handcarts stacked with fresh vegetables, leading horses and cattle. But none made such an impression as the big sergeant, Pedro Gonzalez.
Stand aside, peasant! Let an officer come through! Come on, boy, stand up! Shoulders back, shoulders back! Out of my way, you old fool! Show some respect for an officer of a sergeant class!
Resplendent in his blue and gold military uniform, he pushed and bullied his way through the crowds until he reached the open-air tavern in the main plaza. Here, the aging landlord stood behind a bar, ready with tankards and mugs for the thirsty customer.
Ah, 'tis a day for evil deeds, Velez.
Bon dias to you too, Sergeant.
Devils howled in the wind all night last night, and Maria knows I didn't get a wink of sleep. Well, come on, let's have some wine. Some of your good stock, mind, not the catch you're in you give all the peasants.
Of course, sir. So, talking of evil deeds, they are saying that Senor Zorro is abroad again.
Senor Zorro? Is it my fate to always hear that name? Senor Zorro. Mr. Fox or all other words. By all the saints he raises as much as stench.
That I wouldn't know, Senor. They are calling him the Curse of Capistrano now, I hear.
Curse of the entire highway and the whole of California, more like. Ah, Don Diego, my friend, come to hear a tale or two over a tankard or two, eh?
Have a care, Sergeant. That handshake almost crippled me.
You mustn't goat's milk, good sir. We'll have to make a man out of you one of these days. All that reading's made you soft.
What are you implying, Senor? Are you saying, because I do not ride like a fool at full gallop and risk my neck, or fight like an idiot with every newcomer, or play the guitar under every woman's window like a simpleton, that I am less than a man?
Oh, no, senor. I was...
Then do you think that music and the poets are not worthy pursuits for a young gentleman?
Well,
Or have you simply forgotten who buys your drinks here?
Yes, no, of course not. Music and the poets, very manly pleasures indeed, mi amigo. Very manly. If a man wants to spend his time reading instead of dueling, well, is that not his right? Especially a wealthy and respected don, such as yourself, good senor. Why, you may stand on your head and wear petticoats if it pleases you, and none here would say a word against you for it.
There'll be no standing on your heads in petticoats in this establishment, if you please, senoras.
Oh, enough of this. Velez, get us 2 more tankards.
Yes, sir.
And let's have some news, Sergeant. I always enjoy your stories. You were talking about that highwayman Zorro when I came in just now, am I right?
See, Don Diego, they are saying he... Sorry.
Sergeant, is it true that he wears a mask and dresses all in black?
No doubt to hide his hideous, ugly features.
And he fights better than half the soldiers in Captain Ramon's regiment.
Ha! Does he indeed? No fellow who never yet crossed swords with Sergeant Pedro Gonzalez can boast that.
Oh, put that sword away in heaven's name, Sergeant.
And yet I hear he's evaded every hunt you've led to capture him. I mean no offence, Sergeant, only that your fortune has not yet been favourable.
Ah, there you have hit it, good sir. What good fortune has come to my blade? I am on duty in Capistrano, and this Senor Zorro humiliates the tax collectors in Santa Barbara. I am at Los Angeles, and he robs the governor in San Gabriel. But I believe I am closing in on him. Someday soon my fine soldiers will trail him to his den, and then, by all the saints, we shall see who's the worthier man.
Won't that be an interesting day?
But speaking of worth, Senor, from what I've been hearing, this Zorro only punishes those who've hurt the innocent. The last tax collector he robbed had stolen every piece of gold from the San Antonio mission. Also, he never kills, and everything he takes he gives back to the poor who have need of it. Why not let him have his day in the public eye?
I'd rather have the reward for his arrest.
Earn it then.
I will.
Capture the man.
I shall.
And when you do, I want the full tale, No details spared.
Well, you shall have it, senor. Word by word, how I goaded him, how I laughed at him as we fought, how I pressed him back and ran him right through, and every man from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and every church and house in between shall know Pedro Gonzalez the Brave was the man who...
Sergeant Gonzalez!
Oh, what is it, Hector?
Captain Ramon's coming, sir. He says he's going to address the people in the square. We have to...
Santa Maria! Quick, get this winery cleared away right now!
I'll be going, if I may, Sergeant.
What? Oh, yes. Adios, caballero. Well, come on, Valles. Get this place smartened up a bit. You too, Hector. Fasten that collar. And get those troops in line below the dais. Confound the buttons on this blasted tunic.
There's quite a crowd gathering, senor.
Yes, I wonder. Oh, there's Captain Ramon.
He's going up onto the dais. It must be serious.
Sergeant, bring the people to attention.
Look alive there, citizens of Los Angeles. Your noble commander of the garrison will speak.
My friends, honourable dons, landowners, and you peasant folk there. You will no doubt have heard over the past few months the stories of a certain masked bandit, a cavalier dressed in black. You know of whom I speak. This man will claim to be your friend. He will say that he fights on the side of working people, that the taxes he steals back from my soldiers deserve to be retaken, as they are far too high a demand of you. But consider this. Our state is on the brink of war. Every day, the threat of Mexico looms larger, and without proper funds, our governor cannot continue to raise arms to protect you. Every peso this Zorro steals from my pocket, he steals from yours. He is no friend, but an anarchist who would see this district plunged into the chaos it once faced before my appointment here. That is why the bandit must be brought to justice and hang for his crimes. Now, I believe there is a matter of punishment to attend to. Sergeant?
Sir!
Those men we apprehended yesterday, bring them into the square.
The men of the church, sir.
That's right.
But, sir...
Now, Sergeant.
See me, Capitan. Guards, bring out the prisoners!
The crowd held its breath as two of the San Gabriel monks, both dressed in brown hooded robes, were brought up onto the platform and forced to their knees before Captain Ramon.
Fra Felipe, Fra Ramirez, you stand accused of swindling the noble Don Julio de Castillo y Garcia. I have his testimony here, which states that he went yesterday to the warehouse you manage to purchase 10 hides from you. After handing over the coins in payment and accepting the delivery, he found that the skins had not been cured properly. In fact, they were ruined. But when he returned to demand the money back, you refused to repay him.
The hides weren't ruined, sir. They were in perfect condition.
If we cannot trust a man of the cloth, then we can trust no man. An example must be made of these two swindlers.
We are not swindlers, senor. Don Julio is lying.
Silence!
You would dare to question the word of an esteemed don.
When he is lining the pockets of a corrupt commander.
I can see, Fra Felipe, that you think your position in the house of God entitles you to speak with impunity against your betters. Well, you shall now see how mistaken you are. Private Hector, 3 dozen for the good friars, if you please.
Si, mi capitan.
The soldier drew his curled whip, raising it high above Friar Felipe's back. Suddenly, Friar Ramirez sprung to his feet. In a whirl of brown cloth, he flung his hooded robe into the way of the guards, revealing a masked man dressed in black.
Zorro!
I'd lower that whip if I were you, senor. Somebody might get hurt.
Guards, take him!
Care to sully those saintly hands, Friar?
Always, amigo.
Then let's have at it.
Fools, they're escaping! Block that passageway!
Friar, get out. Through the alley there. Run.
Thank you, Zorro. Adios, Captain Ramon.
Catch Catch that monk, you idiots!
I don't like men who punish the innocent, Captain.
I would punish 100 innocent men if it meant killing you, Zorro.
Let me deal with him, sir.
Sergeant, I heard you've been waiting for this match.
You may have bought the friar some time, Zorro, but your law-breaking ends now.
Law-breaking? I see only one man who's committed a crime here, and he wears a battery commander's uniform.
Slander my captain again and I'll run you right through!
You should keep a better hold on your blade, Gonzales.
Kill me then, and I'll show you how a soldier dies!
I won't kill you, but perhaps I can teach you the difference between upholding the law and mistreating those who have done no wrong. The mark of Zorro, senor. Now that Z on your cheek will be the first thing you see in the looking glass each day. Until a later time, senors.
Get after him! Catch him, you fools!
By all the saints! I'll...
Stop whining and get the word out to the garrison. I want that man captured before sundown. First man to lay hands on him, I'll double his reward money.
See me, Capitan. May I...
Oh, go and see to your wounds, you
Wine? Wine or I choke!
Yes, sir.
Ugh. No one but a highwayman, no one but a cutthroat and a thief would have done that!
Well, whatever do you mean, brave sergeant?
Is it not obvious? The devil must have known I injured my sword thumb while fencing at Capistrano last week. How else could he have got the better of me with such foul tricks of his unworthy blade? And he visits me at such a time so that afterward he may claim that he vanquished me.
I thought he visited you at such a time to rescue Friar Felipe, senor. Oh, well, at least was his pretext, I'm sure.
Ah, yes, his pretext. And a very pretty one at that. Now he has crowds more commoners flocking to his cause. What the... Don Diego! You have the most terrible timekeeping in all Christendom, sir!
Oh, indeed, Sergeant. Why, have I missed something?
Oh, no, nothing at all, really.
It seems the sergeant here had his chance to face the mighty Zorro after all, senor.
Really? You finally got your wish, my friend. Well, you must tell me all about it.
Perhaps another time, senor. I am fatigued. Yes, very fatigued.
Oh, come on, Sergeant. Let's have the tale. Did you goad him and laugh at him? Did you press him back and run him through?
Enough! Thunder and lightning! Am I to be taunted by you as well? That is, I'm sorry, my friend, but I must not forget my duty, and my duty is to snare that fox before he goes to earth. Adios, Don Diego. You'll have your tale before long. I swear to you, sir.
Well, I can't remember the last time I saw Sergeant Gonzales let his duty interfere with pleasure.
No, neither can I, senor. Care for another drink?
Zorro, the Curse of Capistrano, featured the voices of Daniel Wilmot as Diego and Zorro, Lee Gemmell as Sergeant Gonzales, Paul Toy as Captain Ramon, Stephen Mawson as Valles and Friar Felipe, with additional voices by Natalie Rowe and Daniel Wilmot. The script was based on the novel by Johnston McCulley, adapted to radio by Daniel Wilmot, with music written and performed by Jose R. Dim. The series was produced by Baron Productions.